Fans are still very much concerned that the guardian behind Wendy Williams might be stealing her money because now the news has come out. According to the Daily Mail, Wendy Williams' $1 million home was just sold with a loss of over $800,000. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we've been keeping you up to date when it comes to anything Wendy Williams related. It was just a few weeks ago that we were talking about Kelvin Hunter, aka Kevin Hunter, going to court accusing the guardian behind Wendy Williams of stealing money and preventing him from seeing the financials when it comes to where Wendy Williams' money may be. Are they being truthful about Wendy not bringing in enough money to pay him the money that he allegedly, I guess, is owed in regards to spousal support? As you know, when Wendy and Kelvin got a divorce, there were rumors that he got this $1 million payment, but also he had been receiving a monthly payment from Wendy while she was still the host of the Wendy Williams daytime talk show. When she stopped going to the Wendy Williams show, he says that his payment stopped. Well, only for the guardian Sabrina Morrissey to accuse Kelvin. He's saying, okay, payment stopped for you in January of 2022, but you were still receiving payments up until then, when you should have technically stopped receiving payments 3 months before. So she sued him, asking for that money back, because according to their marital settlement agreement, if her financial situation changed, if she was not the host of the daytime talk show, he would either get limited or reduced payments or nothing at all. I guess based off of her determination, he shouldn't have gotten anything at all. Kelvin, who has said that he is in dire straits right now in regards to his finances. He can't pay for health insurance. He can't pay for his HOA fees. He's had to sell things. Look, there have been so many different stories about Kelvin Hunter, and I say this every time I cover Kelvin Hunter. I say to myself, you were not just someone that was married to Wendy Williams. You were her manager. You were also the executive producer of this hit daytime talk show. Wendy Williams amassed a huge fortune. You also should have amassed a huge fortune as the manager and executive producer behind this. But Wendy herself has said that he loved to live this high lifestyle, fancy cars, this. But my thing is, even with all of that, you should still have some sort of money. But I guess maybe if you're living a double life, allegedly, well, not allegedly, it's been proven at this point. He had a house with Sharina Hudson down the street. I don't know if it was literally down the street, but it wasn't far. And then he had a life with Wendy. Wendy apparently knew about this woman, but she was done with Kelvin once he had this baby. Journey. Apparently, Kelvin is still with Sharina Hudson, despite all the rumors that maybe they had broken up. They're still together, and I guess still living off of Wendy Williams. Apparently, he was being paid like $30-something thousand a month, based off the calculations of what Sabrina Morrissey, the guardian in Wendy Williams' case, is accusing him of what he owes Wendy. Okay? Well, you also may recall, if you watched the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? The last we saw of Wendy Williams' apartment, well, we saw a lot of Wendy Williams' apartment during the documentary, but the end of this documentary, we saw that this apartment was empty. And I tell you, I've seen the apartment building that she lives. I walk by it all the time. So every time I'm looking up, I was like, I wonder if they sold it. I wonder if they sold it. Well, according to the Daily Mail, it was sold. But not just that. It was sold under $800-something thousand in regards to how much Wendy paid for this $1 million apartment. So let me give you the details. And a lot of fans are concerned. They're concerned that the guardian is stealing money. Kelvin Hunter has accused the guardian of stealing money from Wendy Williams. There are rumors that Wendy Williams' $1 million fortune has been drained. Sabrina Morrissey has been accused in previous lawsuits of pursuing a baseless guardianship under someone else that had $1 million settlement. Okay? So this is what the Daily Mail is saying. They said Wendy Williams' multi-million-dollar New York City Penthouse has been sold by her guardian for a loss after the host was deemed, quote, incapacitated amid her dementia battle. The 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom Manhattan home sold on May 10th. Oh, this is real recent, y'all. For $3.75 million, a loss of $822,000 from its purchase price of $4.5 million in July of 2021, per the New York Post. Here's the thing. Shout out to Adrian and all the other real estate agents that follow the channel and that are a part of the channel, and that weigh in when we talk about real estate. This loss, I wonder if this more had to do with the state of the market. I don't know the state of the market. I'm getting very much involved now trying to figure out the state of the market. But it makes me wonder, maybe this more had to do with the state of the market, or Sabrina Morrissey doesn't really care and she's just like, we need to get this sold. Whatever they want, we're going to take it. It's a good offer. We're going to take it. Please weigh in, real estate agents, especially those that work within the New York City area. Weigh in regards to this sale. All right. So the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom Manhattan home sold on May 10th, the day before my birthday. Still celebrating. For $3.75 million, a loss of $822,000 from its purchase price of $4.5 million in July of 2021. Per the New York Post. Williams, who's 59, was diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia in 2023. The year prior, Williams was placed under conservatorship after Wells Fargo froze her accounts due to allegations from her financial advisor at the time, claiming that she was found of an unsound mind, according to court filings. So records obtained by the publication indicate Williams was deemed incapacitated, which necessitated a guardian's involvement in the process of selling her 2,400 square feet penthouse. An insider said that Wendy's dream has always been to live in Manhattan in a dream apartment, but never got a chance to do so. It was a very unfortunate situation. If you watch the Wendy Williams daytime talk show host, she talked about this, but she made it seem as if that this transition to Manhattan would have been something that she would have done with Kelvin once little Kev moved out and went to college, that this was going to be her next chapter. Unfortunately, it became her next chapter by herself. So they say the Daily Mail has reached out to Wendy Williams' representative for comment. In March, it was revealed a lien had been applied towards the New York City home, as she owes $568,451.57 in back taxes. And we had reported to you guys about that, and we had said, well, yes, this was owed before she was deemed incompetent to, over her finances and things like that. However, that still exists, and that responsibility falls on Sabrina Morrissey, the guardian. Okay, so according to legal docs reviewed by TMZ, federal officials said that the 6-figure sum was over unpaid balances for 2021 and 2019. The lien was first generated this past January and reported to officials with New York City's finance department the following month. So I'm assuming with the sale of this New York City apartment, this will be paid, Sabrina. The outlet noted that it was possible for Williams or her camp have addressed the situation, but it wasn't reflected on the records during the review. Williams' financial guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, has been appointed around 2 years ago, which precedes the time frame the tax balances were not tended to, according to the outlet. Williams' health woes were the focal point of the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams, which focused on how Williams' alcohol consumption played a part in her downturn in health. So new details of Wendy's health decline have been released by different groups, as Wendy's caretaker issued a statement on February 22nd saying that doctors have diagnosed a TV personality with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, the same diagnosis that we saw Bruce Willis has. And so many of you said, so if he has this diagnosis, why is it that he's not in a similar situation? Because he's had safeguards. He has a family, a wife that are there being a representative for him. And one of the things, so many people were critical of the documentary, but the people behind it, the filmmakers behind the documentary, have said that this turned into actually, instead of talking about Wendy Williams and her podcast and her rise back to, being a public figure, became more about guardianship and what guardianship looks like in the U.S. And I believe, at least I know I did, learned a few things in regards to guardianship and the problems with guardianship. We're still waiting to see, because we heard from this documentary that Wendy Williams' guardianship was up for review this year. And apparently it's up for review every single year. And we remember, if you watch the documentary, her sister Wanda had said that she was prepared to be the guardian. There were conversations about her being the guardian. And then all of a sudden, those conversations stopped, which has allowed the internet and even the family to wonder what is happening here. Are they draining Wendy Williams' bank accounts dry? Was this all a scheme? We don't know. We don't know, but we're going to continue to put a spotlight on this situation, because the more we talk about it, the more that they have to, it's very much like putting a light, roaches. I'm such a New Yorker. When you put a light out, the roaches, they go everywhere. Sidebar, some of you tagged me that one of the Wendy Williams podcast experience that they created, her former, I don't know if it's her former manager. That was the last report that we did, that the publicist was gone, the manager was gone. Apparently that account was active, and you guys wanted me to know, and I was telling you, well, technically that's not Wendy Williams' official account. That's run by her family. That's the other account. I think it's called The Wendy Williams Official or something like that. That's her official account, run by her son. This account is run by Will Selby. So I don't know how official it is. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts on this update. And if you are in real estate, specifically in the New York City tri-state area real estate, I want to hear your thoughts on the sale of this $4.5 million home that Wendy Williams had. I believe, honestly, that this was just, when it's not yours, people don't care. There was like, you how much you're going to give us? That's not too bad. All right, we're going to take that, instead of maybe doing what anyone else would do for yourself if it was your money. At the end of the day, she's like, it's millions or millions. We're going to get that, and I'm going to get paid for handling it. This is a sad situation that we continuously are following up on. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you, follow my lead.